On April 19th, 1951, the United States deployed nuclear weapons for the second time in our short but storied history, ending the Korean War with a total of 10 blasts along the border of North Korea and China. With the North cut off from their allies and fallout raining upon the country, Kim Il-sung committed suicide within his palace, surrounded by his top advisors. The war was effectively won from a single gunshot to the temple. Our brothers in South Korea did not feel nuclear weapons were the answer. Even though we had used what weapons we had in our disposal, the South did not participate on our march towards the capital of North Korea, Pyongyang. Instead, they ordered the United States to withdraw from the peninsula at once, threatening with attacks. General Douglas MacArthur, not wanting the U.S. to run home with their tail in between their legs, took an about-face and marched straight towards South Korea's capital city. In a matter of hours upon entering the city, the United States captured South Korean leaders. General MacArthur entered the capital city to raise the flag himself. However, for the first time in history, this flag had 51 stars. Tonight, we will take a deep look into the impact the annexation of Korea had on the world on U.S. War Stories.
Peace is our goal. Not peace at any price, but a peace based on freedom and justice in the defense effort of the whole free world. If we falter, we can lose all the gains we've made. The threat of world war is still very real. We had one Pearl Harbor. Let's not get caught off guard again.
Peace, justice, protecting the world from the Red Menace. The United States vowed to stop the expansion of communism. With the thoughts of the Second Great War fresh in everyone's mind, the last thing our great country wanted to do was go to war. On June 27, 1950, President Harry Truman ordered air and naval forces to South Korea. With the support of the United Nations, different countries around the world joined forces to help the United States push back the invading North Korea. By March 1951, the communists were pushed back to the 38th parallel, which turned into a stalemate. Instead of throwing U.S. soldiers at communist forces, General MacArthur planned an attack so brilliant that it would effectively end the war. The North Korean and Chinese soldiers fought our American forces with honor, but made no progress. The Americans were too far dug in, keeping their attention on the front line as MacArthur executed his plan. During the early hours of April 19th, 10 bombers launched from the Sea of Japan. Their mission was to drop 10 atomic bombs on the border of North Korea and China, cutting off any troop and supply support from the larger communist country. Despite the objection from both South Korea and the United Nations, fallout and radiation cut the front line off from the rest of their forces, allowing American fighters to push them back into Pyongyang. In protest, all countries except for the United Kingdom withdrew their troops and support for this war, leaving the two countries to defend the South. However, with the North unable to fight back, South Korean officials threatened U.S. forces if they did not leave the peninsula. On May 20th, 1951, the U.S. marched towards the city of Seoul, where they were met with resistance from the South Korean military. Within hours of reaching the city limits, South Korean leadership was captured by the United States military, where they were forced to surrender their country. Now occupying both Pyongyang and Seoul, General MacArthur raised our new, updated flag with 51 stars, prompting a new age of peace in Asia. Finally, the United States established a foothold near the Soviet Union, where it could keep an eye on the ever-growing threat. On July 1st, 1951, the United States officially annexed Korea, becoming our largest 51st state. Over the years until currently, Korea has been divided into 4 states: North Korea, South Korea, Jeonnam, and Kusong. We will be right back with U.S. war stories after these messages. Shortly after the Korean War ended, the United Nations held an emergency hearing on possible war crimes committed by the United States against Korea and China. President Truman spoke to the United Nations, defending our actions in the name of the greater good of the world.
The demand of men and women throughout the world for international order and justice is one of the strongest forces in these troubled times. We've just had a vivid demonstration of that fact in Korea. The invasion of the Republic of Korea was a direct challenge to the principles of the United Nations. That challenge was met by an overwhelming response. The peoples of almost every member country supported the decision of the Security Council to meet this aggression with force. Few acts in our time have met with such widespread.
Please stand by for a message from the President.